Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a product video for you today. We wanted to tell you about the brand new T.R.U Execution Index Finger Release. This is a great release from T.R.U that's got a lot of bells and whistles going on here. First off, it is a buckle connection. The strap is really nice, got some nice padding in here. It feels good on your wrist. This is the junior size. There is also an adult size for people with larger wrists like me, but there is a smaller one, junior size, for younger, smaller wrist archers. So this release has this web connection, which is one that I really like because it's infinite adjustable. So you can get this head exactly where you want it in distance from your wrist, so you can fit it exactly for where your trigger finger is going to be when you're at full draw. And how this works is you've got a little screw inside of there. If I insert my Allen key in there, now I'm going to loosen it. You're going to see a part coming out the back here. That is loosening the tension on the strap. So I'm going to push that all the way out. Then I can make my adjustments with the strap. I can pull one side, I can pull both sides. Once I have my adjustments exactly where I want them, then I'm just going to turn this clockwise now, and I'm going to pull this bar back inside, and that's going to lock the strap in place. And it is a really solid connection. You're not moving that strap anywhere once this thing is fully locked. And they tell you to keep turning until you can't turn anymore, and then you know you are as tight as possible there. So great connection from T.R.U there. So getting to the head of the release itself, this is a great design by T.R.U. It has an independent cocking button here. So when I want to arm this release to be able to fire, I'm just going to push this in right here. That's going to lock the hook in place there. Then press the trigger to get it to go off. What that does by having a separate cocking mechanism from the trigger, on a lot of releases you just push the trigger into position and then that's what cocks the hook. But by having this here, it's not going to change the amount of tension it takes to fire the release as you change the draw weight of your bow. With most releases, if you go to a heavier bow, then it's going to take more pressure to get that trigger to fire, less pressure for the lighter poundage. This one, you can set it wherever you want and then maintain that same amount of trigger pressure for whatever draw weight that you're at. Incidentally, it does have independent, separate adjustment screws for both trigger travel and trigger sensitivity with locking screws. So let's talk about trigger sensitivity. For trigger sensitivity, you're going to have a locking screw right there. I would loosen that, and then I would work with this screw right here. I'm going to turn it clockwise to increase the amount of trigger sensitivity, the amount of pressure it takes for the trigger to fire. Counterclockwise makes the trigger lighter. Trigger travel, I come to this locking screw, I would loosen that, and then I would go to this screw right here. And if I turn it clockwise, I am reducing trigger travel. Counterclockwise, I increase trigger travel. So you can get this set super light with minimal travel, so basically you just touch that and it fires. Or if you like more movement in the trigger, you can set that. With heavier weight, you can do whatever you need. For bow hunters, this is an open hook style of release. So a lot of bow hunters like that because then you can hook onto a D-loop without actually having to look down, make sure you've got jaws on both sides of the D-loop. With this one, you can just feel your way into it because it's an open hook style. So fast connection for you bow hunters in your tree stands or ground blinds. You notice the head design here. It kind of comes up and pivots off to the side. That's so that you can have your D-loop still be in the center of the string. Sometimes when you anchor in and you get tight to your face, you're kind of torquing that D-loop away from your face. This eliminates that because the head is naturally set off to the side away from your face. Incidentally, this is ambidextrous. If I wanted to make this this is currently set for a right-handed like me, but if I wanted to make it left-handed, just back this out, take the strap all the way out and flip it over, and then it's a left-handed release. The trigger that it comes with. Now this is a 3-position trigger. So right now I have this trigger in the swept back position. If I were to take out this screw right here, I could take this trigger and I can mount it like this. And so now it's even farther swept forward, or I can flip it over and have it mounted this way just for a different feel. Now I'm going to have my finger on the outside with the trigger swept backwards. So you've got that position, this position, or as we had it originally, in like that. All right, so that is the T.R.U Execution Index Finger Release. Great release from T.R.U. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.